Hi, hello. I am currently starting to write today, for today. I didn't get to write that much yesterday, for example, so I kind of wanted to catch up on Revenge on. I almost said the name. The third book in the Revenge series. The first book is Revenge Undone, then comes Revenge Unleashed, and then comes the third book. It already has a title that I'm fairly certain will stick, but I want to be sure before I reveal the title. I think I will reveal it soon. But yeah, I have way too little of this book written. Annoying. But I also I'm a pantser, so a discovery writer, and I usually write, without a plan. But when it comes to, this is the third book in the series, so obviously I have so many ideas already, waiting to be written. So that's what's also going on here. For once, I have plans for the book, but I don't have any outlines or anything. I just know that this is the order this will probably happen in. Just remember to include them, because there's some foreshadowed stuff and all that stuff. So you can do foreshadowing even when you are a discovery writer. Because I think I just saw on Instagram this video. I think it was an editor or someone, but someone was basically the video was saying, it was a short video, but basically it was saying your problem is that you are not outlining, and that was such harmful advice for me when I was starting out. So I kind of get triggered by advice like that, and I'm not saying it's not coming from a good place. So no, I don't mean that. Obviously it's wonderful that there are people out there sharing writing advice. That's amazing. The problem is that they are not thinking about other people who may approach the entire process a little bit differently. So for me, for example, I outlined an entire series, but I never wrote it because it ruined the creative process for me. And I know I can't be the only one in this entire world. So, I still do, I do world building, for example, when it's, necessary. I do that prior to writing and so on, but sometimes also in the middle of writing the first draft. So, you can do these things and still be a discovery writer. And I don't even actually like labels. Why do we have to label ourselves? But I also think that writing advice should be try this, but this may not work for you, but this might work for you. So I feel advice that is do this is your problem, I feel that can be harmful, if especially for new writers who don't yet know, what works for them and what doesn't. So I think we should encourage new writers to try different things and then, figure out what works for them. So just I was just a little bit triggered by the advice, because it was so ultimate, this is your problem, you have to do this, because that's not the truth. And I personally know that outlining doesn't work for everyone. So if you see advice like that, please always take all writing advice, even from me, even from Stephen King, anyone. Always take it with a grain of salt and see what works for yourself. And I feel it's sometimes annoying to hear people say that, but that's just how it goes. Unfortunately, you're going to have to find your own way, I suppose. So I guess I'm gonna be writing, and yeah, I'm just at the point in the story where I'm craving more action, because this is the aftermath of a battle, kinda, or this very action-packed chaos, chapters. This is the aftermath of that. So I feel this is so dull, But I also know that I have to write in the chronological order. That's the only way that works for me. Even if I sometimes get a little bit like, even if it sometimes slows me a little bit, I know it doesn't slow me as much as jumping around would. Like, this takes less time. So I guess trust your own process. That would be my advice for others and myself. I was about to start writing already. Sorry, I don't have the ring light on. I think you can see me just fine. This is going to be just a short thing that I want to add here. There's so many like relationships that I find, like, it's a trilogy. There's kind of a lot of characters, and I feel like some of them aren't around as much in the second book because, well, for reasons that you are going to understand if you read the second book. But I feel like in this third book I finally get to work on those relationships and so on, and I'm just so excited to be working on some of these, even like friendships, but also like you know, there's colleagues, yes, there's friendships between the colleagues as well, but like also the romantic relationships, and like I know the ending is going to be just so, yeah. Also, I'm working on another series, a high fantasy series. Should I put on the ring light? It's kind of dark. You can kind of see me. I think the lighting near this window is kind of good, but you don't really see my books behind me that well. Anyway, so I'm working on this like high fantasy series. It's going to be different from Revenge and Dawn, but it's also going to be, you know, my work, so it's going to be dark and stuff. But there's also going to be a romance, obviously, always in my work. But basically, I have sent the first book. I've gone through the first book a few times. I've edited it and like as much as I can without getting opinions from other people, and I send it to the first beta reader. So I think that will be happening at some point, but that's also going to be a longer series, so I think I want to, you know, have more of the books ready. I have a lot of the books written, but like I want to even have them edited before I publish the first book. So we'll see what's going to happen, but I think that's like I'm going to publish that series. I feel like but before that there's going to be a lot of work to be done, and I want to get the third book in the Revenge series out before that. So yeah, I'm working on 2 projects, but right now the other one is kind of on pause because, well, it's the first book in that series is with my beta reader, my first beta reader. By the way, at this point I feel like this is like a good time to mention, if you haven't read Revenge and Dawn or Revenge Unleashed or any of those books, but you would like to, I will need ARC readers for book 3, but there haven't been that many readers for books 1 and 2. So I think what I will do is I will look for ARC readers for the entire series before the release of the third book. So even now, if you are interested to read and honestly review my books, let me know. You can email me. My information is in the episode description. Episode description that comes from podcasting. Sorry, the video description. Sorry, for a moment I was really recording a podcast. Anyway, check out the description of this video. My email is there, so you could email me, or you could even leave a comment here, or DM me on Instagram or something, because why not? But anyway, if you would be interested in being an ARC reader for the entire series, it's okay if you read the first book, for example. Like, you will get all the books if you want to review them. but like for now I only have 2 books out, and I'm working on book 3, so I'm not entirely sure when the release will be. Hopefully at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. It may be next year. We'll see. But there will be more information about this, and if you are not sure that do you want to be an art reader or not, no rush. I will be talking about that later on. But also the first people to know are the people who are subscribed to my newsletter, so definitely check that out. I will also leave the link in the description, so you can find link to subscribe to my newsletter over there, or you could just go to my website and scroll down. You should be able to subscribe over there as well. So yeah, that's about it. But yeah, if you want to be an art reader, just keep that in mind. And yeah, the best part about writing the first draft is the feels. Like, I don't have. Okay, first of all, I'm the kind of writer who will sometimes edit a little bit even as I write, because some things just start to irk me like so much. Like, I just have to. But I try to do as little of that as possible. But sometimes it's not that little. But anyway, I just feel like now that I don't yet have to think about like what would people think of this sentence structure or chapter structure or something. I mean, obviously I'm thinking about that a little bit, but like that's not the main focus of the writing at this point. I feel like I get to experience, you know, the feelings the best right now, and like it's the final book, and first of all that's incredible, but like even now as I'm writing, like I'm not even that deep into the story yet at this point, but I still feel like there's like so many things that I get to, you know, I get to use things from the first and the second book, and I get to explore these characters' feelings and thoughts and growth on such a level that I find it like so rewarding and satisfying. And yeah, I'm so excited about this book, and I just like, I'm a little bit stressed because I want it to be like the perfect final. Okay, writing a perfect book is like impossible. It won't be perfect because then everyone would like it, right? But like, I want this to serve the story as well as it possibly can, and especially serve the main character's growth as well as it possibly can. But I feel like I already, like, even the first chapters have so much of that. Even though there's a lot of action, there's also a lot of like reflection going on and all that stuff. So yeah, there's new, you know, revelations and so on go, like, even like quite at the beginning, but like there's still just, you know, I don't know, I just feel like some of the connections between these characters and everything, they are just so deep, and I'm just so addicted. And at this point I'm just so excited about this story and excited about all aspects of it, and this is the best part about writing, when you're excited about what you're writing, because I feel like by the time I'm finished editing this book I will be so uncertain about so many things. But yeah, like, yeah, anyway, yeah. I think I'm going to go back to writing. And yeah, but this is why writers write, I think, and why authors began to write, like, and this is still why I write, because it's so rewarding and it's just an amazing feeling, and like these characters feel so real. Okay, not like not actually real, but like they are a part of, I want to say a part of me, but yeah, kind of still, yeah, because I've created this world, I've created these characters, and watching them grow, as if they would be my children. Okay, that it's not that deep maybe, but like it's rewarding. Like finishing a series that other people are going to get to read, I feel like that's just an amazing feeling, even as a thought, even though, you know, this isn't out yet, this book. But like already I'm so excited. I feel like I'm pausing writing just to update you on so many things and so many thoughts. First of all, I think I haven't shown you my amazing Star Wars shirt, and you can see anything now. But I thought I'd show you. It's a Skywalker over there, and this is the picture. So I had to show it because I feel like this is orderly. You know, this almost looks like one of those shirts that has like a landscape or something on it, or maybe like a famous person like on it, like in Los Angeles or something. But I also feel like this is such a great shirt because it's Star Wars, but it's not screaming Star Wars, so I kind of like that. Back to the writing topic. I feel like I was at one point doubting some of the relationships in this book. Like, is this going to work? Especially when I was writing book 2. But now I feel like so much more confident, and that's the best feeling as a writer, because I feel like confidence is often what we lack as writers, and it can be really, you know, it can, you know, kind of bring you down a lot even. So I feel like I'm at a good place with this story right now, and like I'm also kind of rereading some old parts in this book, like just to make sure, like, wait a minute, has it already been mentioned and so on. And I just found this scene that is just like, I'm basically obsessed with it, I guess. I guess you could say that. And it has really been like, I don't know, I've had so much fun writing this book, and I think that's amazing because at first I was kind of intimidated by the idea of writing a final book in a trilogy. So things are working out. Maybe soon you get to read the third book, the final book. I also haven't been working a lot on the prequel. Like, I have these prequel short stories, maybe even novellas, and I think I want to publish them at some point, but I also haven't been working on them that much, so I feel like I will first have to release the entire series and then look at those, because I already have a cover for the prequel stories. Like, they're going to be in one book, I think, but like there's going to be multiple short stories, so it's kind of going to be like prequel short story collection, maybe, I don't know, we'll see if it even happens, but I already have a cover for it, so I hope that will happen, kind of. So yeah, but I made the cover myself, so it didn't cost me hundreds of, you know, euros or dollars or pounds or anything. So yeah, that's also fine if I never get to use it, but I kind of like the cover, so I kind of want to use it. So yeah, if you've read the first book, you notice that there's, even though there's like a lot of focus on the action and the dark elements and like the main plot, there's also the subplots, like for example the romance. It kind of ties in with the main plot, obviously, but it's still like, I feel like I give a lot of room for the romance. But for example, in this trilogy, the romance is so heavily tied with the main plot, so I feel like it wouldn't make any sense to kind of keep it back. Besides, I like writing a romance, and this isn't like the level of romance in this isn't the same as it would be in, for example, God of Thorns and Roses or something, but it's always kind of like there in the back, in some way, shape or form. So yeah, back to writing. By the way, just one thing about my books. It's funny that you can see my laptop is like right here. That's why I moved the camera a little bit. But I think it's worth mentioning about this series, like the spice level is low. I feel like so many people think like it's for adults or it's new adult, so it has to have spice. No. There's fade to black, but there's tension and there's like a little bit of like the innocent parts of foreplay, maybe. Like there's kissing and everything, but with this series I haven't gone like there's no full-on spice. I thought about it when I was writing like maybe the second book, like should there be? But no, I don't think that serves the story. Even though it's an adult story and stuff happens. I feel like if there was like actual spice, like spicy scenes, like explicit scenes, I don't feel like that would serve the story. I feel like that would actually, kind of pause the main story, and then, yeah, just no. It wouldn't work. So no spice. Like, I mean, there's just, some people have these like spice ratings, like from 1 to 5 or 1 to 3. If it's 1 to 3, then maybe 1. If it's 1 to 5, then maybe like 1 or 2, depending a little bit like how that rating goes for you. Because I feel like people have different, ideas when it comes to the rating system, like spice rating system, but also like the star rating system. So I think it depends on what you think it has. But like, there's tension, there's heated moments and all that stuff, but it's like eventually faded to black. So I think it's like 1 or 2 if you'd have to put it on like this, kind of like rated. So 1 or 2 chili peppers, I suppose. Just thought I'd mention it. This looks ridiculous. This is just my scarf because if you don't know me, you don't know that I'm always cold, and I only have short sleeves on this shirt, so yeah. Usually I have like this hoodie from my fiance, but I'm stuck with this story right now. I don't want to get up and go get the hoodie, so I used my scarf that I had right here. This is going well. There was like when I started writing today, I had to start writing this scene that I've been stuck in for so long, and I'm just so happy that I finally got through it. And yeah, I finally figured out this scene that was, it was being difficult. Now it looks like I'm going to get get this story going again, and that's why I always write chronologically. Like, if on the previous writing day, I don't write every single day because I just sometimes don't have the time, but on most days I write. But if I get stuck the previous day, I usually stop writing, at least eventually, and just decide that I'm going to deal with this later, and that's what happened today. Today. Last time, like, I just kind of gave up for that day because it wasn't working out. Like, the words just weren't flowing out, so I stopped. And then now that I started writing again today, well, now the words are flowing again, and that's usually what helps. You know, sleeping overnight or something, or just even going on a walk. That's what often works for me when I'm stuck with a story. Like usually then, I don't know, maybe my brain starts working somehow when I get to move. Even though I actually move a lot even when I'm sitting down, because I have this chair thing that really enables me to move around. And no matter what kind of chair I would have, you know, while I'm writing, I would be moving around a lot. I can't sit and just be still, and you know, I'm always moving, which is actually healthy, I suppose, so it's not a bad thing. But yeah, news is that I am finally getting somewhere again, and that's so exciting. And all these feels like it's the final book, and obviously there's going to be a lot of happening, and there's going to be like so many good and bad feelings, and yeah, I'm already feeling that, and I'm kind of excited. Not kind of excited, I'm really excited, but I'm also devastated, but also yeah, this story is going to be like, at least for now, I feel like it's going to be great. So I hope you will be as interested to read it as I am now that I'm, you know, writing it. And if you haven't already, check out the first and the second book, so Revenge Undone and Revenge Unleashed. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. I don't know if it will be a vlog like this one, or maybe it's going to be a chatty, you know, maybe something about books, reading, writing, you know. Actually, I'm thinking about recording a video about world building, actually, so maybe that's going to be the next one. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and if you are interested in reading and reviewing my books, let me know. Email me, that's probably the best way. I will have my email in the video description. So check it out, and thank you so much for watching once again. I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.